Hi guys, today I'm going to show you guys how to win at Battle Royale on Call of Duty Mobile. Almost every single time, if you follow these steps, it's going to heavily increase your chances at coming out on top at the end of the game. So you'll want to go ahead and start it. And then the first step is to make sure that you have Poltergeist selected as your class. If you don't have Poltergeist selected, just select change class, and then that'll allow you to sift through them. If you already have another team member that has Poltergeist selected, then I suggest maybe selecting something like Ninja, or I'm not sure what it's called, but it's one where it allows you to jump really high. You have a jetpack. Basically, you'll want to select something that's very evasive. The Poltergeist is my personal favorite because it comes in handy, especially when there's bad guys around you. It can mean the difference between you getting killed or you being able to get away from them, or sneaking up on them and then in turn killing them. So the next step, you'll want to make sure that you are not the jump leader. If you are the jump leader, you'll want to make sure that on the top left-hand corner right there, you select transfer leadership, and then at last second, you'll want to make sure you select, a new leader. It could be someone at random, but you'll want to make sure that you basically don't have any team members with you, because believe it or not, a lot of times they just end up getting in the way. Then the jump is really important. You want to make sure that you immediately select the little icon right there where it shows following. You want to make sure that you select that, so that way you're not following your team jump leader. And then you'll immediately want to jump out to wherever the closest helicopter is. That's probably the most important step. So you want to make sure you go straight to the helicopter. Don't worry about running around or picking up any ammo, any weapons, or anything like that. You will be getting weapons and ammo, but it's not important to get them. The important thing is to get to the helicopter immediately. Once you are in the helicopter, you'll want to make sure you open up your map and select the closest location that's gold. So what I mean by that is when you open up your map, you'll notice that some places on there are like the location names. Some are listed in gold. You'll want to look for the gold ones because that's where the chances are of you looting higher attachments for your weapons. That's where they're generally located, is the gold areas. You can find them obviously scattered throughout the game at various different areas, but the ones that are gold are typically where the better weapons are, the better attachments for your weapons. So that's the next step there. You want to make sure you mark it and you immediately go over there. Also, the faster that you are of getting to that location, the better it's going to be. And you'll typically want to select a gold area that the plane has already passed through. The plane is basically traveling in one direction. You'll want to make sure you select the area that it already passed to minimize the chances of there being other players there. Now, of course, you more than likely are going to run into another player regardless. So as soon as you get to that gold location, I highly recommend picking up your weapon and immediately running over and grabbing the different weapon attachments to basically soup your gun up. And you'll want to look for the purple ones or also the orange ones. The orange ones are the most powerful ones, and you'll see what I'm talking about here momentarily. And as far as the attachments for your weapons, the ones that I typically would say are probably the best ones is the ADS, which is that little running man symbol right there with the air through them. That basically allows you to move fairly quickly after you're done shooting, so it allows you to be evasive. But see, there we go. I just picked up a gold one. And I believe there's going to be a bad guy here coming up here in just a moment. There's the footsteps right there. So you want to make sure you take out that bad guy as soon as possible.
Enemy down. The safe zone is collapsing.
All right, and then again, just as far as the attachments, I would say ADS is the best one, followed by long shot. Long shot basically allows you to provide more damage when you're shooting at someone at a distance. So not only does it basically impact their health a lot faster if you're shooting at them from close up, but also if you're shooting at them from far away, it'll allow you to take chunks of their health way faster, which, you know, is definitely a positive. So if you have those two those two attachments attached on your weapon, I would say you are off to a good start. And then you'll want to get back into your helicopter. The reason why you want to make sure that you don't have any team members following you. Oh, and I'm sorry about the call popping up there. I get a ton of spam calls, as you probably understand, and you probably get them too. But anyway, the reason why you don't want to have your team members near you, at least in the beginning portion, is because a lot of times, it's unfortunate to say, but a lot of times they actually end up getting in the way. Or they'll end up getting, you know, the things that you need. So make sure that you get yourself taken care of first. If you do this way, it'll allow you to go and it'll better equip you to help out your teammates in the long run anyway. So yeah, you'll just want to make sure you get all of your things in order first. So what I'm doing now is basically just going to the nearby areas around Ski Town, because that's the area that was highlighted gold. So that's the one I decided to go to first. But yeah, go to all those areas and pick up, you know, as many different things as you can get, your ammo, everything like that. The next thing you'll want to do is either go to one of those purple sections to upgrade your class chip, and I'll show you guys that here in just a moment. Unless, like in this instance, I was too slow, so the airdrop dropped. So that's going to be your first priority. You'll want to make sure you go to the airdrop. That'll give you all of the basically the high armor right there, and also it'll a lot of times include better weapon attachments that are gold. So you'll want to make sure you loot that box first, and then go ahead and upgrade your class chip. And the reason why you want to upgrade your class chip, if at all possible, is because it gives you an extra kick depending on which class you are. It has its benefits. So for Poltergeist, if I were to use that class chip right now, basically the Poltergeist invisibility cloak, however you want to call it, it lasts a lot longer, and it basically minimizes, there's these blue streaks that follow you if you're running. It's kind of like a tail, and it upgrading your class chip helps reduce those streaks as well. So it makes it less likely that an enemy will find you or will kill you before you're able to evade from them. And then the next thing, I know I just ditched my guy there. I'll go ahead and collect the team members later on. But again, you really want to make sure that you get fully your loadout and everything like that. All your weapons are fully loaded. And what I'm basically doing is I'm waiting for another loadout to try to see if when the supply box drops there, I'm able to get the sniper. If it basically, I forget what it's called, so I do apologize. Yeah, I play this game, but I don't know every single weapon or every single attachment. So again, I apologize. But basically, if you get that box that drops, the supply box, and you're able to get the sniper that comes in it every now and again, it's typically a one shot, one kill type of sniper. So if someone doesn't really have armor equipped or anything like that, you can typically take them out with a shot or two. And then if they do have armor, I mean, it usually takes a few shots, but that, in my opinion, is probably the best weapon out of that supply box that's dropped. And then there's also a machine gun as well that's basically super accurate and everything. That's a pretty decent weapon as well. But right now, basically, I think it's as good as it's gonna get. So I'm gonna try to collect my other teammates to see if they want to go with me now. And there's a bad guy right there. So see, I'm not all bad. I definitely help out my team. He has the precise shot, so that is the other huge huge weapon attachment that I'd highly recommend getting outfitted on your gun as soon as you can. So the precise shot basically is that it helps you land kill shots on your enemies. So if you have that equipped with the long shot and the ADS on your weapons attachment, that's probably the best loadout that you can get, in my opinion anyway, that anybody can pretty much get. I know there's a lot of other weapons that you can like self-customize and things like that, to where when you go to get your supply box, if you get the random supply box, then where you can choose a weapon that's out of your pre-loadouts, and those of you that know what I'm talking about know exactly what I mean. But basically, I know there's other attachments and other weapons that you can configure to be in a really good standing, but this is basically just average. Someone that has I have no knowledge of the various different attachments or which weapon is best to utilize. So just in my opinion, again, this is very standard. Anybody can pick up their phone, load this open, load open Call of Duty, and then they can basically have a high success rate at winning the battle royale if they follow these steps. So let's see here. That's long shot. Okay, so I definitely want long shot equipped, and I'm willing to give up my extended mag for that, because again, that basically increases damage, at least from what I've seen. In my opinion, it can increase damage when you're shooting at the enemies. So once you have your perfect loadout and everything like that, it really is just a matter of surviving. And see, there's a bad guy right there, but I turned myself invisible, so that could have potentially saved my life. I mean, I don't know what type of weapons this guy has on him. If he was equipped with something like really, really great, he could have easily taken me out. But activating the poltergeist and making myself invisible bought me just that little bit of extra time that I needed to kind of evade and position myself in a good area where I could have taken him out. Now, there are some guys too, some enemies that I can't take them out because, I think maybe they have a better loadout or whatever it is. But that poltergeist class chip basically buys you that time to get away if you need to do that. And here's another person. I just got lucky with them. I'm not a really skilled player or anything like that. I would say I'm very, very average. But this is just a little hack that I learned that basically, in my opinion, helps me win first place almost on every single battle royale that I play. When I do play them, I tend to play the ranked matches a lot more with the regular like multiplayer online matches a lot more than battle royale. But when I do play battle royale, I like to win personally, and this is the best way that I've found to do so so far. Let's see here.
The airdrop is coming.
All right, so once everything's like good to go, it's just a matter of just surviving at that point. So you'll want to get out of like really open areas. I mean, where I am right now, I probably shouldn't be in the middle of the ice there. It would be really easy to spot me. So yeah, you'll just want to basically evade, and if you have to, obviously shoot down the bad guys. But I'm still trying to get to all these supply drops that are dropped, those little boxes that fall out of the plane, the crates. Because again, if you can get that sniper rifle that I'm talking about, and I'm sure a lot of you out there know which one I'm talking of, if you can get that, it'll basically highlight bad guys on the map. Well, not on the map, but through your sights when you actually zoom in. It allows you to basically highlight, if there's any bad guys nearby, which is just a huge benefit, really, especially if you're hiding somewhere from far above. You can scope out the area, see if there's any bad guys, and you can typically see bad guys long before they can see you. So it allows you to, you know, shoot at them from a distance, or really just get closer to them and stalk them and until you're basically close enough to where you can confidently take them out. So right now I'm basically, you know, it's just a matter of staying alive, but I'm also going to help out my teammates here. Like my teammate just got taken down. There's probably someone over there with a really powerful gun that hands down, if I were to go head to head with them, they'd probably kill me. So now I'm going to revive him, and I'm also going to look for like basically a getaway plan, especially since I can't see the bad guy over there. I'm gonna try to get away from this area as fast as possible, and if my teammate gets taken out again, then that's on him for wanting to stay there and fight with those guys. Of course, if I can help him, I will. But yeah, getting away from them, see, it can basically help you find new bad guys. And if there's bad guys that are distracted shooting at each other, that's basically like you're in the gold at that point, because you can get away from them, or you can sneak up behind them, as I did, or, you know, in a manner that they can't see you, you can sneak up on them and take them out. And see, this guy over here probably has a powerful weapon. Let me see here. So I'm just basically, I'm gonna try to, you'll want to make sure that you're constantly keeping your shields up, because it can be the difference between life or death. And see, that guy, I mean, he's shooting at me from over there, and he was actually pretty darn accurate. So he can probably easily take me out if I go to get him on head to head. So I want to make sure that I stay as evasive as possible, and if I get into a good area, then I can, you know, certainly take him out. But check that out. See, he already got my shield all the way down. If I had a lower level shield, he would have probably taken me out. That's why it's very important to go to these supply drops that are dropped, and basically fill your supplies up with that shield as much as possible. All right, what I'm basically doing right now is I'm trying to get a vantage point. So I'm trying to see if you know, I can position myself somewhere where it gives me a better eyesight. And that was probably a mistake. I shouldn't have shot at that guy from so far away. But yeah, let's see here. Because if he has a really great weapon and he spotted me, he could have probably easily taken me out. All right, and my team member just finished him off. So that's pretty much it, guys. If you follow those steps, you'll have a very, very high success rate when you're playing Battle Royale. So basically the steps again: make sure you're not the jump leader, that's important. Make sure you're the first one to get to a helicopter that's the closest in your area, and then as soon as you get to that helicopter, fly over to the open up your map and see what areas labeled in gold, and fly over to that area immediately. Get loaded up on your weapons and class chips and everything like that. Sorry, not class chips, I meant your attachments for your weapons. Get everything loaded out properly, and then just basically be as evasive as possible. And you will want to make sure that you can start off with Poltergeist if that is at all a possibility. Another good loadout, I would say another good class chip is maybe the Ninja one, because it allows you to basically shoot your hook and, you know, get the heck out of an area if you need to. But yeah, that's all, guys. I hope it was really helpful. Please drop a like and maybe subscribe. Thank you.